Ever wondered why millennials often seem frustrated with their boomer parents? The answer lies in the generational chasm that exists between these two age groups. The Pew Research Center has recently shifted its focus from generational labels like millennials and Gen Z to age cohorts. Why, you ask? The answer is simple: to highlight the diversity within age groups and challenge the stereotypes that often come with these labels. This shift could not have come at a better time, as we're witnessing a rise in what's known as generational warfare. This isn't a physical battle, but rather a clash of ideologies and experiences. It's a struggle that, much like a war, has its casualties. In this case, the casualties are relationships and mutual understanding. This warfare manifests itself in various ways, often rearing its head in the form of disagreements over health concerns and financial decisions. Reddit, the popular online platform, is rife with stories of such disputes. One user talks about how their boomer parents refused to wear masks during the pandemic, while another shares their frustration over their parents' refusal to invest in a booming stock, choosing instead to stick with traditional investment options. These generational tensions are more than just petty disagreements. They highlight a deeper issue within our society. Money matters, especially between millennials and boomers. Let's delve into the financial disparities between these two generations. Imagine a stock that has outperformed Amazon since 2019, expanding rapidly while increasing dividends. Sounds like a great opportunity, right? But here's the rub. While some boomers may have had the chance to invest and reap the benefits, many millennials faced with ballooning student loans and stagnating wages were left watching from the sidelines. The stock market, a symbol of economic prosperity, often highlights the stark differences in financial opportunities and decisions between these generations. Boomers, who generally entered the workforce in more stable economic times, had more opportunities to invest and grow their wealth. Millennials, on the other hand, have been grappling with economic uncertainties and financial challenges that their parents may not fully understand. Real-life examples like those shared on Reddit show the tensions and misunderstandings that can arise from these financial disparities. However, they also highlight the importance of open communication and seeking financial advice. Understanding the different economic realities faced by each generation is crucial to bridging the generational gap. Ultimately, it's not about who's right or wrong, but about understanding and empathy. Parenting styles have evolved significantly over the years, haven't they? Once upon a time, the boomer generation, our parents and grandparents, leaned towards a children should be seen and not heard mentality. But now, we see a shift in the tide with the millennial generation. They're embracing a more hands-on approach, focusing on emotional intelligence and resilience. A shining example of this shift is Dr. Becky, a clinical psychologist who's become quite the sensation among millennial parents. She's gained a massive following by offering digestible advice on fostering emotional boundaries and resilience in children, something that resonates deeply with this generation. Millennials are breaking away from the traditional helicopter parenting style, which was prevalent in the boomer generation. Instead, they're focusing on nurturing their children's emotional growth, fostering resilience, and teaching them to navigate the world independently. This shift is not just a rebellion against their parents' style, but a response to the changing societal dynamics and the digital age's unique challenges. It's not about blaming one generation or the other, because each era has its unique challenges and parenting approaches. It's about understanding these changes and appreciating the evolution that's taken place. Parenting, like any aspect of life, evolves with time and societal changes. Screens have become an integral part of our lives, but at what cost? This is the question that's been echoing through the halls of our homes and classrooms. Generation Alpha, born between 2010 and 2024, are growing up with screens as their constant companions. But this digital companionship is raising eyebrows and concerns alike. Consider this: behavioral issues, a lack of coping skills, and negative effects on learning and development are seen as a direct fallout of excessive screen time. It's like the iPad is the new babysitter, but one that might not always have the best interests of the child at heart. Schools, too, are feeling the brunt of this screen time surge. They're trying to strike a balance between leveraging technology for education and preventing issues like cyberbullying or exposure to inappropriate content. It's a tightrope walk where a misstep can lead to significant consequences, but let's not paint screens as the villains here. The problem isn't the screen itself, but how it's being used and the role it's playing in children's lives. It's about creating a balanced digital diet just as we would with food. After all, too much of anything can tip the scales. It's not the screens themselves that are problematic, but rather how they are used and integrated into children's lives. If you like this video, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and share so we can keep you up to date on what's important in our tiny fraction of the universe. And, as always, take care.